And the next product up could be the last gadget standing. Mm-hmm. And so I put Bruce up at the end because he's the last gadget on our panel. Bruce Cryer, I've known for a couple of years now, and they have a marvelous product at HeartMath, the M-Wave. And I evaluated the M-Wave a couple of years ago, and I just can't give it up. I can't give my evaluation unit back because remember when Catherine Hall was up here and she's going, that was about the most stressful woman I've ever seen in my life, and she has an anti-stress regime that she teaches, down at her institute. But to me, she's a bundle of energy, but I think she's a bundle of stress as well. And so I think Bruce and Dr. Catherine Hall should get together because she should have one of these. This is really cool. And so I'll bring Bruce up to talk about the M-Wave and also let you know why he could be the last gadget standing. So, the president and CEO of HeartMath, Bruce Clark.
Good afternoon, everybody. M-Wave, that's our little guy, and as Susan has mentioned, we made it into the top 10 of the last gadget standing. I've got my cell phone waiting for me because we were in the running for the top vote getter this morning on the online voting. But a little bit of background. We've been in the stress reduction business for about 18 years. A little personal story. I'll be visiting my mother in a few weeks. She's been in a nursing home for the last 8 years. Her Alzheimer's has advanced quite a bit and hasn't recognized anyone in the family for 5 or 6 years. When she had more of her mental faculties, one of the comments she kept making to me was, I wish you had something that could really address the anxiety that seniors go through as they age. And one of the things that made it a little easier living 3,000 miles away from her, as I do, is that one of my brothers is a physician who only lived 1,000 miles away from her and was able to oversee a lot of the care that she was getting and manage a lot of what was happening with her and my dad. But we designed this product and this whole notion. We're a company primarily of baby boomers, so we were designing it for ourselves and for people older as well. But a lot of the motivation was that the level of stress that is happening in the U.S. today is extreme. And I need to tell you that. Is this not advancing? Or is it? It can advance if somebody wants to do it back. Great. So some of the stats, and I missed the email. Yeah, thank you. I missed the email about the 5 slides, so I'll go really fast. But some of the stats are pretty stunning. A recent survey released by the American Psychological Association said in this country, 1/3 of all Americans feel they live with extreme stress today. That's affecting obviously every aspect of our life, especially extreme for boomers who have watched their 401ks plummet in value. I can't tell you how many of my friends who are considering retirement in the next couple of years have pretty well scrapped those plans because they don't have the money to live on they anticipated as of 4 or 5 months ago. So it's obviously pretty extreme. Perhaps I'm hitting the wrong button here. I must be.
Let me do it from here.
Great. You can go up to the next slide. That's fine. And the data on how stress impacts health and how it aggravates potential for chronic health is exemplified in this study released by the Journal of the American Medical Association last year, which cited workplace stress. You could also substitute the lack of a workplace and the stress that causes. Workplace stress is as bad for your heart as smoking and high cholesterol. We don't let employees smoke even near the front door of the building, but they can be inside that building with extreme stress, as 1/3 of Americans are today. And it's as damaging as that behavior we try to make sure they don't do. Go to the next slide. So a little bit about our work. We began in 1991 as a nonprofit research center. Our founder was extremely visionary in anticipating that there would be a point in the planet's history where a perfect storm of forces would happen, where stress would become overwhelming in systems and in families and in communities. Arguably, we are at that point today. As a research organization, we have studied the link between how stress impacts not only cardiovascular function, as you can imagine from a company being named HeartMath, but also how that impacts brain function, how that impacts our performance, our well-being, our relationships, really every aspect of life. We have currently 100 research studies going on around the world in studying this connection between stress, emotion, our health, and our ongoing well-being. You can go to the next slide. We've had an opportunity to test these ideas in a broad range of organizations, from major health systems like Mayo Clinic, business schools like Stanford, church organizations, health plans, NASA, etc. So we've had an opportunity to really test this with diverse populations, all age groups, and seen